you don't measure up. If they knew the real you, they'd fire you. If your friends or your partner knew the real you, they'd let you go. You don't feel adequate. Feel like a fake, a bluff, a blunder, an empty show. You're not adequate. So to prove that you're adequate, the more sex, the more people that want you on your dating app, the more hookups you have, the more people that want to have sex with you, you feel adequate. Not just loved, not just powerful, but adequate. How many people want you today? Well, you're adequate. Hey guys, I'm behavioral health and sex addiction recovery coach Rob Lopicola, and this channel is for men who are courageously battling sex addiction and putting their career, their marriage, their future, their financial stability at risk because of their compulsive sexual behavior, to change and transform their lives so that they can save their marriages, their careers, their future, their life, and thrive as healthy individuals and experience healthy sexual expression. So if this is you, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I post a new video every Tuesday, so hit the bell as well so you'll be notified when I do post that video for you every Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing you here weekly. In the meantime, we're talking about the third seed of sex addiction today, and the third seed is based on an illusion. The illusion that sex is love, that sex gives power, that sex provides proof of adequacy, and sex makes us special. And I don't know if you can relate to any of that, but in my sex addiction, I felt so unloved and unwanted, and I felt so inferior that sex was basically providing me all the things I thought I needed. In essence, sex was all I needed, and all I needed was sex. And I looked at sex as providing all the things I needed. I don't know if you can relate to that. For example, I felt like I didn't fit in. I felt inferior. I felt unloved. I didn't feel wanted. It was an inner feeling. It doesn't necessarily mean it was validated in the real world, but it was what I believed, and it's what I believed since I was a little kid. So I looked at sex as giving me love. Sex made me feel wanted and desired, needed, loved, cared for, and nurtured. On some level, the wires in my brain, being a sex addict for so many decades, sex created the illusion of love. And I felt loved and wanted and needed through sex. So that was one of the driving forces behind me hunting for sex. Also a part of that need for love, the illusion that sex would give me love, I would hunt for relationships. For many years, I didn't want to be alone. I couldn't bear just to be with me. So I was either hunting for sex and having sex, or I was in a relationship. And many times I was in a relationship still hunting for sex and having sex on the side. So sex gave me the illusion of love, and a relationship also gave me the illusion of love. And as an addict, I just couldn't get enough. It was a sense of insatiability. I wanted more sex. I wanted to feel more love. And I wanted a relationship at all times to feel loved and wanted. And I valued myself based on the sex, how many people wanted me, and being in a relationship. My value was based on that. If I wasn't in a relationship and nobody wanted to have sex with me, I was worthless. And I believed it. So I felt loved, fulfilled on some level through sex and, of course, relationships. The other illusion that sex provides is it gives power. Felt powerful. I felt very powerless. And a lot of times earlier in my life, and a lot of times a lot of sex addicts have grown up through trauma where they're not powerful. I was molested as a child. I dealt with a lot of abandonment issues with my parents on some level. So feeling alone and lonely and powerless, I wanted my parents around more. I wanted my mom around more. And she wasn't. And she did the best she could. And she passed away several years ago. She did the best she could. I don't hold resentment, but I needed her there more for me. And I felt abandoned a lot. So I felt so powerless and unwanted. So through sex and relationships, I felt powerful. The more people that want me, the more power I have. I mean, when I went to go on a dating site or an app like Grindr or Scruff or Tinder or whatever you go on. I don't go on these sites at all anymore, but when I was on them hunting, the more people that wanted me, the more power I felt. Of course, the more loved I felt, the more wanted, but also the more power. I was powerful. If I went to a sex club and 20 people wanted me, I felt more powerful than if only 3 did. If I went to a sex club and only 3 people wanted me, I still felt inferior. Certainly didn't feel wanted. The more people that wanted to have sex with me, the more wanted I am, the more loved and the more powerful. I love the power. The power. I loved the power. See, I want you to relate to this. Hopefully, if you're a sex addict, you might. I'm putting words maybe to things you haven't thought about. Is I felt it when I performed sexually good and the guy was really into me or the sexual experience was really hot, I felt powerful. And I felt like they were so into me. They were so deeply focused on me. It made me feel powerful. You ever thought about that? Can you relate to that? And the more people that wanted me, the more power I felt. The more focused they were on me, the more pleasure I could give them. I felt powerful. Can you relate to that? I share, of course, my experiences because as a behavioral health and sex addiction recovery coach, I'm also a former sex addict. Now, I could be a sex addict again if I resort back to those old behaviors. And I don't. On a daily basis, I stay spiritually grounded. I have a coach. I stay focused on living spiritually and behaving in ways that build me up. I stay focused. I stay centered. I stay present. I stay aware. But I'm no longer in the sex-addicted lifestyle. But I felt powerful. And at the end of this video, I want to talk with you a little bit about how to get all these things without sex. Feeling loved and power. And the other is adequacy, feeling adequate. There were a lot of my life, and maybe you feel the same way. You just feel like you don't measure up. If they knew the real you, they'd fire you. If your friends or your partner knew the real you, they'd let you go. You don't feel adequate. You feel like a fake, a bluff, a blunder, an empty show. You're not adequate. So to prove that you're adequate, the more sex, the more people that want you on your dating app, the more hookups you have, the more people that want to have sex with you, you feel adequate. Not just loved, not just powerful, but adequate. How many people want you today? Well, you're adequate. You're good enough now. Now you're good enough. 9 people wanted you today. 20 people responded to your ad on your dating app on Grindr or Tinder. You feel adequate now. And when you go to your Grindr app, to your ad, and nobody left you a message, you don't feel adequate. You don't feel wanted. You don't feel loved. You don't feel powerful. You don't feel any of that. Because to you, that's what makes you feel loved and powerful and adequate. Well, that's an illusion. That's what you learn. That's your addiction. And you practice behaviors to enforce that, to live that way, and you continue to build upon that. So now you believe it. It's like a core belief. And the other is you feel special. Boy, do you feel special. More people that want you, you're special. You're better than others. And if you have sexual experiences and people keep calling you back or texting you to hook up again, and the same person wants you again and again and again, you are that good. Boy, are you special. They want to have sex with you again. Boy, are you special. You feel that way. So you based love, power, feeling adequate and special on sex. Who wants you? How many people you can get? If you're in a relationship, maybe you have 2 or 3 rain checks, 2 or 3 people on the side that are ready, if you break up, that you can run into the arms of. You got your rain checks. Doesn't that feel powerful? You feel safe in a relationship. You're a little codependent. If the person leaves you, you got 3 rain checks. That makes you feel powerful and wanted and loved and adequate and special. You got backups. Call them rain checks. Can you relate to any of that? I've learned in my spiritual development, I feel love When I'm available for my friends, I'm available for my partner. I help them. I help my family if they need me. I help people who need me. And I feel love from that. When they're there for me when I need them, and they tell me they're so grateful for what I did, and they love me. And they're there for me when I need them. I'm not a bother. I'm not a nuisance. That's love. That's love. And when I'm honest and have integrity with my partner, and I'm in a relationship, and I feel authentic, and then they love me because I'm authentic, that feels so loving. That's love. That's how I get love. That's how I get love. Power. I'm self-empowered. I got so much power in my life, living spiritually, living present and self-aware. I have power over the people I hang out with. The conversations I have power over that. I have power over the places I go. I have power of how I use my phone. I have power over the things I do. I have a choice. If you go to many 12-step programs, the first step says we were powerless over alcohol, over narcotics, over gambling, over overeating, powerless over sex. We were powerless. That's the first step in the 12-step groups. We were powerless. Why? Because we get powerful. So power doesn't come from sex. Power comes from self-empowered. I choose. I have power. I go to the gym. I eat healthy. I hang out with good people. I'm honest. I have power over where I go, the things I do, the people I see, the conversations I have. Wow. Power. Beautiful. Healthy. I'm adequate. I'm a personal trainer too. I'm a master personal trainer. I have 7 certifications. I'm also a certified behavioral health coach. I'm a certified brain fitness coach. I'm a certified life coach, specialized in sex addiction recovery. But I'm adequate. I got the certifications. I took the tests, passed them all with flying colors. I get A's all the time. I'm adequate. I do the things that make me feel adequate, that make me better and build me up. That's what you need to do. Do the things that make you feel adequate. I don't get it from sex anymore. I don't need sex at all to make me feel adequate or loved or have power. No more. I don't have even the urge for that to give me those things. I may have slips in thought, and I may have a little setback here and there in my life. I'm not perfect. I'm a coach, but I'm not perfect. But I know how to handle it. I know how to stay present, self-aware. I have a coach. I have a coach that helps guide me. I think it's great when a coach has a coach. So I don't need sex to feel love or power or adequate or special. I feel special. You know when I feel special? It sounds silly. I adopted a dog, my dog Blaze. I wash my dog, and then I play with my dog. I give him a bone and a cookie, and he's all happy. I feel special. I have a kitten. I have a cat now almost a year. I found in the woods in a rainstorm. And I've had the cat now for a year. Got its shots, had her spayed. I feel special. I saved a turtle today, right the day I'm making this video. I was going to the gym and there was a turtle going in one of the main roads. I pulled over, I brought the turtle, I turned the turtle into the woods behind. The turtle turned around and started walking toward the street again. Picked the turtle up, went back to the woods, turned her. My friend Linda said the turtle's going to go where it wants to go, so why don't you take it where it's heading? And I did it. I walked across the street, and then I kept going that way into another area of woods. I felt special. I saved the turtle. Maybe the turtle would have got crushed. A lot of drivers don't watch that. They'll just run it over. I felt special. I don't need sex to feel these things anymore. And I want to help you and guide you and coach you to not need sex to feel love, to feel powerful, to feel adequate, and feel special. You don't need it. You have all those things just already within you, in here. And I'm going to take you there. So if this video and what we talked about today truly resonated with you, please hit the like on this video. A lot of people don't. I have a lot of people that message me, and I have a lot of clients I coach and help, but so few people hit the like and comment. I'm not sure why. So if you can, please do. The more likes, more comments, the algorithm picks it up and it gets to more people. I want to help more people like you. So please feel free to do that. And watch my free 10-step strategy session. It's on my website, sexaddictionrelief.com. It's 30 minutes long. Losing my voice. It's 30 minutes long. It's going to help heal you. It's going to help you begin healing and changing. So take advantage of it. Thank you so much for being here. And next Tuesday, we have our fourth seed in our 6-week series. We'll see you then. You take care.